Hi, I'm Professor Martin Veysey, Chair of the College CPD Committee and a gastroenterologist here in Darwin. This video is about the new MyCPD Framework, which will come into place for all of us from the 1st of January 2023. I, like you, must juggle my busy work life with keeping up to date with CPD, alongside family, friends, and more recently, COVID-19. I appreciate that these new CPD requirements coming from our regulators present additional change and workload, and that they will also be challenging for some, given the diversity of our specialties and the different environments in which we all practice. But the College is keen to provide some clarity on what you need to do and update you on the support available to ensure you continue to complete high-value CPD activities, and when necessary, introduce new activities that will enrich your learning and improve your medical practice. I'll talk very briefly about the evidence support the change, as this is the question we're asked about most. Our regulators have drawn on systematic reviews of CPD methodologies that have improved physician performance, and in some cases improved patient outcomes. The data support the importance of traditional educational activities, but also show that interactive educational sessions, peer review and audit are more likely to lead to practice change. Categories 2 and 3, reviewing performance and measuring outcomes, represent actual or direct measures of how we function and are important indicators of our performance. Both regulators have published the evidence, and I encourage you to review this. I will talk later about where you can find this on our website. So from 2023, we will all need to complete the following requirements annually. A total of 50 hours of CPD. We'll no longer have points or credits. CPD will simply be counted in hours. Of those 50 hours, a minimum of 12.5 will need to be educational activities. These are what we think of as traditional activities, such as conferences, reading journal articles, or completing online learning modules. A minimum of 25 hours of your CPD activities now needs to be completed across categories 2 and 3, reviewing performance and measuring outcomes. You will need to complete a minimum of 5 hours in each of these 2 categories. This means you could complete 5 hours of activities in categories 2 and 20 hours in category 3. Or you could complete 15 hours in category 2 and 10 hours in category 3. There is still some confusion around categories 2 and 3. While elements of some activities may sit in both, reviewing performance includes measures that examine your actual work processes with feedback. These might include direct observation by peers in the workplace, peer review of medical records, peer discussions of patient cases, or critical incidents and safety and quality events. The role of feedback is critical in this process. Measuring outcomes includes analysing and reflecting on patient outcome data. The sources of data for this might include critical incidents or specific indicators of patients' outcomes, such as immunisation rates or chronic disease indicators. They could include timely access to care, prescribing patterns, individual or team data on mortality and morbidity, patient complaints, notifications, or malpractice claims. Audit and feedback form a common approach to assessing patient outcomes. The remaining 12.5 hours can be completed across any of the categories. This means half of your annual CPD can still be undertaken in educational activities if you feel this is most beneficial to your practice and patients. You will need to have a professional development plan to help plan and reflect on your learning goals for the year. Some of us already do this informally, and you can choose to complete this in a way that is most helpful for your professional development. A plan can be done using your own template, your employer's template, or using the PDP tool in MyCPD. You will also need to undertake a structured annual conversation with an employer, colleague, or peer. This is an opportunity to receive constructive feedback, reflect on your developmental needs, and to explore job satisfaction, self-care, and any health and well-being issues. We have developed an annual conversation template for you to use if you wish. An annual appraisal with your employer may also meet this requirement. Together with professional development plan, these two activities could make up your minimum 5-hour requirement for Category 2, reviewing performance.
The final change is that the college strongly encourages you to complete CPD activities that focus on cultural safety and issues of health equity. These activities can be claimed in any category and should be embedded in your professional development plan. Neither Australia nor Aotearoa, New Zealand is close to achieving equitable outcomes. We have a responsibility and opportunity as physicians to make a major contribution to eliminating health inequity. One potential mechanism is through your CPD. Regulators in both Australia and Aotearoa, New Zealand require CPD providers to facilitate the practice of culturally safe healthcare. At this time, there is not a mandatory requirement or set number of hours required for activities focusing on cultural safety and issues of health equity. However, we strongly encourage a focus on activities that allow you to reflect on your own culture, attitudes and biases. This will assist you to develop a culturally safe approach to patient care and to learn about the cultures of your patients. In relation to Indigenous patients, it is important to recognise the ongoing impacts of colonisation and dispossession.
There are 3 key platforms that will assist you to meet these new requirements. The MyCPD Interactive Handbook. This includes all the information you need on the framework, as well as examples of how your peers meet their requirements. The online learning platform, where you can find the Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander and Maori cultural safety curated collection, audit and peer review ideas and much more. The MyCPD platform, where you can record your CPD activities. This has recently had some upgrades to streamline recording and making it easier for you to log activities. If you complete a course on RICP online learning platform, this will now automatically be recorded in your MyCPD summary. You can access the MyCPD Interactive Handbook, online learning platform and MyCPD via the CPD section of the website. For more details, see the 2023 MyCPD Framework and the 2023 MyCPD Framework Explained document on our website. The college wants to work proactively with you to ensure you understand and can meet the new requirements. The framework provides a list of example activities for guidance. However, this isn't an exhaustive list. We encourage you to explore and undertake activities that are relevant to your scope of practice and learning needs. I know that many of you are concerned about what this entails and potentially logging your activities incorrectly. The audit process will continue to focus on building your understanding and providing education and clarity at every point. The college wants you to get it right and to transition with ease into this new framework. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to supporting you with your lifelong learning. Together, let's strive to be the best doctors we can be and reap the benefits that these CPD changes will bring to our practices.